Alright you guys, so I was editing my video and I'm just realizing that my story is a little choppy because I was kind of like a little focused on the gingerbread house, but really and truly the way I met my boyfriend was a little weird. Like, it spent over the span of those 3 years. So like, I met him that first year and everything, and it was just a lot of craziness going on in between. That's why it's so choppy. But if I really missed anything, I'm gonna touch base on that on my next video where I tell you guys how we got together. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Nay, and I'm back today with another video. Alright you guys, so as you can see by the title of this video, I got another story time for you guys. So this story is about how I met my boyfriend. So I thought I would do this story time a little different. I bought this gingerbread house from Walmart, and I'm gonna build this gingerbread house and I'm gonna tell you guys the story so you guys can watch me build the gingerbread house. Period. So I've never ever built a gingerbread house before. So we're gonna see how this goes. But let's get straight into the video. So I met my boyfriend 3 years ago. And keyword met, this is how we met, not how we got together, because obviously, evidently, I have not been with my boyfriend for 3 years. So, like I said, I met my boyfriend 3 years ago, and he wasn't my boyfriend at the time, but he was just like, we were like friends. I want to say like friends with benefits. I mean, I wanted more. Evidently, I wanted more, but at the time, that's not what was giving. So yeah, so social media has gotten me into a lot of situations. Okay, so met my boyfriend on Facebook. I remember scrolling one day and there was like this really cute guy, and I'm just like, yo, where'd this guy come from? Because mind you, I've never seen him before. Like, at that point, my mom had already moved me away, and I'm gonna be reading the instructions off the gingerbread house over here. So if you see me looking over here, that's what I'm looking at. But anyways, back to the story. And at that point, I didn't want to like deal with no guys from Georgia because we moved to Georgia, and I just kept seeing him. Like, he would post like little thirst traps all the time, or whatever. And I had, okay, so we need to give everybody names because there's a lot of people in this story. So there's my best friend Joshua. Y'all know my best friend, so we're gonna go with his name, and his name is Joshua, period. So my best friend Joshua, my friend that I wouldn't say is no longer my friend, but it's a weird situation. My friend, and we're gonna name her M, and we're gonna name the other friend L. I think that's all the people, and then my boyfriend. So my boyfriend is my boyfriend. So so there's L, M, Joshua, and my boyfriend. All right, cool. So M and L were my closest friends, and apparently L and my boyfriend were like friends. I want to say at the time, I think it was my best friend, but at that point L had a lot of best friends, so leave that as it may. So I guess, how did it work? I think he was like in my mutual friends, and I added him. I don't remember who added who, but I just remember one day I was like, shit, I'm tired of seeing him. And it was like, he heart my story, I heart his story, we heart each other's stories, and all this extra stuff. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna slide up. So I slid up, and I think I put the look in eyes or something. Let me see. Every time I tell a story, I gotta go backwards because it's like, these stories are just like so far off. So I think, yeah, I know I slid up. I either sent the look in eyes or I sent a heart emoji. And I'm probably gonna put a screenshot of it here because I can't remember what I sent. And then he responded to it, and then it started like a conversation from there. And at the moment in time, it was my senior year in high school, and like I said, it was like he was in the Virgin Islands and I was in Georgia. So it was like, I'm thinking, okay, my man. So like, we're like, we're not, I wouldn't even say we're sexting because we didn't send no pictures or nothing, but we were like talking every day. Like it went from like one little conversation like, what's your favorite color, what are you doing, what's this, what's that, like, and it went from that to babies and all this extra stuff. Like, you know how high school relationship goes. It was just, yeah, it was that. So that summer that I graduated, I was going back home. And it seems like to me, every time I tell a story, boy, that summer I graduated, your girl was out there living it up for real. So we were talking about it, and at that point, flights from Georgia to back home, flights back home are expensive in general, period. Like, you'd be lucky if you find a round trip for like $200. But so at that time, we drove from Georgia to Fort Lauderdale and to catch a flight. So as time goes by, we're texting every day we're talking, telling him about my day, telling me about his, sending each other pictures, all this little cute little stuff, you feel me? So, you know, any high school girl, I'm telling my friends like, yo, I just found my man. I just found my man, and that's gonna be my man, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so they want you to play with the ice cream. I'm reading the instructions. All right, cool. So now I'm telling M about my boyfriend, and she's like, oh yeah, I know who that is, blah blah blah, he and L are friends, yada 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 yada. So me, my boyfriend, and L were all born in the same month, and L always have like these elaborate little parties or whatever on her birthday month. And at that point, me and her were really close. Like, we were like really close. Like, I would tell her a lot of things. And so M, L, and my boyfriend were at L's birthday party. So every time I tell M about a boy, Shorty always got the tea. And that really be why I usually be telling her, because Shorty always got the tea. You feel me? So if I needed to know something about somebody, yeah. So I tell her, and she was like, well, yeah, your boyfriend, he's not boyfriend for real. He's like a player. Like, what he got, Shorty's out the ass. This essentially is what she's telling me. So I was like, nah, can't be, yada yada yada, we talk every day, you know, essentially just like telling her like our type of vibe type. She was like, I don't trust it, and I don't think you should trust it, and this, that, and third. I'm like, bruh, nah, it's gonna be alright, it's gonna be straight. So the whole time she's at the party, she's texting me like, oh yeah, this is happening, this girl trying to talk to him, that girl trying to talk to him. And I'm just like, bro, I could have lived without the play-by-play, because at this point now I'm just like, why? Just why? So mind you, party's happening back home, I am in Georgia. So I'm just sitting by the phone waiting to see if he's gonna text me back, all that good stuff. And I mean, we didn't talk that night because evidently you know where he was. But yeah, so fast forward now, get into my plane. I'm texting him like, hey babe, I'm driving now, I'm almost there. I'm gonna text you when I get to the hotel, because we had to spend a night in Florida to catch our plane the next day. So he's like, okay, safe travels, just text me when you get to the hotel, blah blah blah. So I get to the hotel, I'm sending him pictures, like I'm taking favorite pictures after favorite pictures after pictures. I was cute as fuck, you know what I mean? I thought I could do wigs for real, but I really couldn't. Like, my wigs now are way better than my wigs then. So I'm like, this is before, this is after, you know, little stuff. So he's like, oh my god, he's so cute, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, what time do you land tomorrow? Cause like, I didn't tell nobody when I was coming. Like, I didn't tell nobody what time I was coming. until I got there. So he was like, I was like, well, I landed this and this time. He was like, all right, you want me to pick you up from the airport? I'm like, no. Because at that point, I was still kind of like, I was still under like supervision type. Like, I was still asking my mom to go places. Hold on, I gotta cut this tip. I was saying, because I had to cut the tip on the ice cream bag. So yeah, I was sending him, where was I? Okay, I made it to the hotel room, sent him pictures, yada. He was asking me like if he could pick me up from the airport, or when I get in, am I coming straight to him? Blah, blah, blah. Cause mind y'all, it's been like how many, it was like, we was literally talking for like, I wanna say 3-4 months before. I wanna say 3-4 months before I even got back home type. Yeah, like, yeah, before I even knew I was coming home for the summer. So at that point it was just like, what the fuck? What is happening? Why is it not coming home? Hold on. At that point, yeah, so it was like it was more so like the waiting was kind of like intense. And mind you, he is older than me. So like, you know, we talked about it, about, you know, what it is. But yeah, we talked about it or whatever. So he was like, are you coming to see me as soon as you land? Or am I gonna have to wait? Blah, blah, blah. So, oh my God, it burst. Bruh. This is annoying. So I was like, that's an intense stuff. So I was like, more than likely I'm gonna go see my family first, and then, you know, I can see you after. And he was like, all right, cool. Blah, blah. So that night, the next day I woke up, texted me, he was like, have a safe flight, let me know when you land, yada yada. So get to the airport, get all that good stuff. Mind y'all, he didn't even let me, got there, he didn't even let me spend a good 24 hours before he even came and got me. Like, that man was not playing no games. He was not playing no games. So got there, my grandma came, picked us up from the airport. I'm texting him like, hey, I made it, blah blah blah. He was like, yeah, can't wait to see you, this and that. And just, you know, talking about all the things that we gonna do when he see me. Cause boy, that man was like, I've been waiting for so long, yada yada yada. Mind y'all, this whole encounter, me and M was talking about him all the time, cause like, she's there and I'm far away, and she's just like, she would always give me like the play-by-play of like, what am I missing, like what's going on, whatever. Because whole time I'm thinking, L got a crush on my boyfriend. Cause why are y'all so close? Why are y'all so close? So I'm gonna tell y'all, in my mind, I figured at a fast, like I figured, how do I say it? I figured out really fast that this is not like gonna be a relationship. In my mind, it was like, all right, cool. This is just gonna be another like situation. It's not gonna be a relationship. And that's like, for me, that was just like, all right, cool. But like, do I really want to get into another like situation? Because I feel like I did enough situations to last me like, you know, a lifetime. So, bro, this little house is a little confusing. Yeah, this house is a little confusing. Because what? All right. So yeah, like I was saying, I was like, I had enough situations to last me a lifetime, real life. Like, honestly, enough. So, oh my God, I'm breaking my house. I'm breaking my house. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, I figured at a real fast pace that this was just gonna be a situation. Like, this wasn't gonna be my man for real. It's gonna be a, oh my God, I didn't know my face. It's just gonna be another situation. So, mind you, I really liked him. Like, I thought this man was a catfish, like real life. That's how him and just so fine. But I thought he was a catfish, like real life. Like, I even told him, I was like, I didn't think you were real. I didn't think you were real. So that night that we got there, I linked up with my best friend. I linked up with Joshua earlier that day because we went to go get food and the food was right next to his house, and I'm like, friend, I'm here. And he walked over because it's like right across the street. He walked over, we chopped up, we bought food or whatever. I was like, all right, cool, I might see you later. Cool beans, all right. So later comes, we've been texting the whole day because I think he was at work earlier that day. There's one thing that man did not play about and does not play about, is his money. So he was at work earlier that day, and it got later in the night. So my mama finna go out. Mind you, I just found freedom, cause your girl just made 18, and now I can do what I want. Cause mind you, back home, legal age of everything is 18. Now I do what I want. But that's when like the pandemic had just hit. So it was like, the scenery was open, but it wasn't open. If that makes sense. Y'all making a mess out of this house. But yeah, so with that being said, your girl was outside for real, but she wasn't really like outside. So I was outside wherever outside was open. So my mom was going out, and I did not want to be at home with my siblings. Like, I think I was the only one that was probably going to be in the house because my brothers went to go see their grandparents on their like dad's side, and then I was just there, like I didn't have nothing to do. So I was like, fuck it, I'm finna pack my spending night bag. I'm finna go see my best friend. So on my way to my best friend's house, my mom drops me off to my best friend, and I'm getting a text like, so you're not coming to see me? And I'm just like, I am, but I don't have a ride type. Cause like at that moment in time, I did not want my mama to know like who I was talking to. Cause yo, nobody was gonna meet my mama until I knew it was like for sure a real thing. And I didn't know if it was a real thing. I gotta speed this up cause my camera about to die. But yeah, I didn't know if it was like a real thing. For real. Like, it felt real. But after everything M told me about like the moves he had going on, and I'm not gonna put his business out, but all the shit that he had going on, I was just like, nah, let's just keep it PG-13. Like, let's just leave it as what it is and not try to make it something that is not. If you understand what I mean? Like, I didn't want to seem desperate. If that makes sense. Oh my God, y'all, this is so cute. Look at my little house. Look at my little house. I don't want to lift it up because it's not done, but look at my little house. So yeah, like, I was like, whatever happens, happens. I ain't finna take nothing to heart. I'm there for a short time, a fun time, but not a long time. So, cool beans. I made it to my best friend's house that night, and he texted me. He was like, let me know when you get there, because I told him, I was like, bruh, I'm just gonna spend the night at my best friend's house. If you want to come see me, you can. Blah blah blah. Look, me and my best friends are thick as thieves. You feel me? And he with the bullshit when I'm with the bullshit, so you know how that go. And my little house so cute. So this is supposed to hold my little roof together. But yeah. So, get to my best friend's house. I texted him like, hey, I made it. Cool. He was like, all right, I'm on my way. I'm like, bruh, what do you mean you on your way already? Give me a second. So I'm in my best friend's house trying to get my, like, freshen up, trying to get myself together, because I already know what's coming. We already talked about it. So he picks me up. Oh my god, my roof is falling apart. Y'all, the roof is falling apart. What the freak? Oh. Okay, so let me put this on here. It's supposed to hold the damn roof together. So we get to his house. He had his own apartment, or it's not. So he comes, he picks me up. He was like, just listen for the music, because at that point he had like really big speakers in the back of his car. And I was like, okay. I'm sitting in my best friend's house and I start hearing booming outside. I'm like, oh shit. Mommy. So the whole time I'm telling my best friend like what I plan on doing, like what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be right back. You know the spiel, he know the spiel, he know the deal. So, y'all, I'm kind of scared to decorate this house because it's already like it wants to fall apart. But I'm gonna try. Cause I already burst the bag. Cause it wouldn't come out the bag. I don't understand why it didn't want to come out the bag. I don't even know how to close the bag back up. But yeah, so he pulls up, I hear the music outside. I'm like, all right, Bessie, I'm gonna be back. All right, Josh, I'm gonna be back, okay? So, walk outside, get in the car. Yo, when I tell you, that man was just as fine as his pictures. Jesus, Lord, know that man was as fine as his pictures, okay? He looked exactly like the pictures. I'm like, bruh, I was like fucking starstruck. I was fucking starstruck, I swear. So, like I said, I already knew what was gonna happen. So, I went in probably the most revealing outfit that I had. Because I already knew what was gonna happen. Oh, child. When I tell you, child. That's probably one of the best nights of my life. Best nights of my life. Okay. It wasn't really too much talking. We got to the house. I sat on the edge of the bed like on some new girl stuff. Like, he was like, so you're not finna get to bed? Like, you're not finna take your shoes off? I ain't take my shoes off. We was crying the whole ride. I was just stuck faced. Like, I didn't know what to do with myself. Like, I really did not know what to do with myself, y'all. And he was like, are you nervous? You shy? I'm like, no. Cause, baby, you're not finna punk me. You're not finna punk me. Cause no, I'm not. Fine. So, he was like, he was offering me water. He was trying to make sure I was comfortable. So he turns on, I don't know, I think he was watching like Mortal Kombat or something. So he turns back on his show or whatever. And he was like, come lay with me. And I'm like, come lay with you. Okay. I'm gonna come lay with you. All right, cool. So, lay down now. He's like, you comfortable? I'm like, yeah. So, I think he took that you comfortable and ran with it. But that boy ran with it. Cause I ain't never, when I said never experienced something like that in my life, and I still haven't, cause he did some things. And I was just stuck. So now, mind you, I'm telling y'all, I was talking to Emma about this whole situation the whole time. And she was just like, I told you not to come here and fall for that boy. And what I do, I went there and I fell for that boy. I went there and I fell for that boy real bad, real hard. Like, I would literally sit up every night that summer waiting for him to text me or for him to call me. And when I heard that man speak, I melted like butter. He did no wrong in my eyes, ever. Ever, ever. Never did. Even when he did, but he did it. Like, I was really on some high school stalker stuff. Like, that man could do nothing wrong. So, come to find out though. Come to find out. That summer, I guess he had other little yeahs or whatever. And Em was telling me about it. And I was just like, girl, he could have them and have me. That's how addicted I was to this man. Oh, they gave me a little gingerbread man. Oh shit. They gave me a little gingerbread man. But y'all, ever since then, like that summer, after I found out about the extra people and all the extra stuff, I mean, I kind of like, when my feelings were a little hurt, I kind of fell back, but I didn't really fall back. Cause no matter what, if he called or texted, I responded. Your girl answered, I answered. Listen, I busted the damn thing and I can't get it to do what I wanted to do. Like, I really wanted to decorate the house so bad, and now my bag is busted. I don't even know how to fix it, so I'm just gonna do it with like my fingers. But honestly, he made that summer one of the best summers. For real, like, I would go over to his house. We would do what we do all the time. Like, I think reality set in for me though. That boat ride we took, and he was on a different boat, and I knew he was there because he posted pictures and he was there. But like, I felt like he was kind of like dodging me, which I mean, I think he was, because come to find out, you know, his other little yeah was there. So after that, Em was just like, oh, I told you so, this and the third, blah blah blah, you should have known better. Cause yo, my little feelings was hurt. No cap, no lie, my little feelings was hurt. Okay, hurt. But at the end of the day, I still kept talking to him. I still kept talking to him. Like, it was like nothing ever happened. Real life. At some point though, before I was really interrupted, at some point though, it was just like, I didn't care what he did once he was still talking to me. But I think after I moved away, not even moved away, after I left that summer, he moved away too. And I guess him and the other little yeah got real serious. Cause I was just like, I kind of gave up. That's when I met my sneaky link that I fell for. And if you ever watch that video, you need to go watch it, cause why not? But I mean, I feel like if I had ended up with him at that point, we probably wouldn't be where we are now. So thank God for it. But it's not like I never saw him again, because where he moved, I had a friend that lived there. So like every event that was going on, I went to her too. I was there. So it just so happened that it was my birthday month. I think that was my 19th birthday. That was my 19th birthday. I think it was my 19th birthday. And it had like this event going on, like events with an S. So like they had like this like even weekend or whatever you want to say. And at that point, I was still living with my mom, and I had money to spend. I had money to blow. Just talk about. So I flew out there. We're in the line for the event. I'm not thinking I'm gonna see this man. Because mind you, we went what, after I left that summer, I didn't talk to him anymore. We weren't speaking, we weren't texting. Probably like a little, I won't say, okay, I would say we weren't speaking and texting as much as we were in the beginning. So, I then in turn just like kind of forgot about it because, like I said, I got addicted to somebody else because he was doing what he was doing. And I didn't feel like dealing with it. Like I said, I had to come to a realization that it wasn't gonna be a relationship. It was just a situation. So, oh, gumdrops on my little Gingerbread man. I don't think that's cute though. Probably gonna put it somewhere else. Like, y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just decorating the damn thing. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So we did a little hey and hi and byes or whatever, and I just watched him a lot. Like, he got a new career, he was moving up in life, and this, that, and third, and it looked like his relationship was going fine. So I was just like, I'm not finna be no homewrecker, I'm not finna get in the way of nobody's relationship. So I let it go. And we would talk whenever he had time or whenever I had time, this, that, and that, or whatever. We just kept it real cordial. Well, not real cordial, because we were still like flirt or whatever. But it wasn't like nothing major, like nothing like it was in the beginning. So eventually I went over to Florida and there was like this event happening or whatever. And I'm sitting in the line and I just so happened to look up. So like, you know how the disabled people accessibility ramp is? So it was like up, corner, then that. So I look up. At that point we were not talking. Like at that point we like kind of like communication completely fell off. So I look up. I was like, that man looked real familiar. And I know we locked eyes because that man took his glasses off and looked me in my face. I looked down and pretended like I didn't see him. I looked down and pretended like I did not see that man looking at me. That I was just scrolling through my phone, minding my business. I even tried to kiki with the person behind me just so he wouldn't think that I was looking at him. But I was looking at him. So we finally get into the venue or whatever, and I saw his little yeah. So I was like, okay, so you here with her. Alright, cool. Somehow, some way, we ended up, because I was in VIP and so was he. Somehow, some way, we ended up texting. I had a lot of drinks that night. We ended up texting in the event or whatever. And he came over to my section and we kissed. We danced for a minute, kissed a little bit, and he was just like, you wanna go outside? I'm like, nope. I was drunk, but I wasn't that drunk. Like I was drunk enough, but I wasn't that drunk. Cause like I knew that girl was still in there, and I did not. I look so ghetto doing this. I did not want any drama. I didn't. I mean, I did link up with him afterward though. Cause like right after the event, there was like this big shooting outside. And and I went back to my hotel with my friend. And yeah, she had somebody waiting on her. So it was just like, bruh, I'm not gonna be here alone. What do you mean? No. So I called him and I'm like, I think you should come over here. And he was like, you want me to? I'm like, yes. So I sent him to Addie. He comes over there. I didn't take him upstairs because like, we were in this room. I mean, there was a pull-out bed outside the room. But our room, it had like a living room area, a fridge and everything. And then the rooms were like off to the side. So her and her guest was in her bed. And I'm over there like by myself in the bed by myself. So I didn't take him up there because I didn't want it to be like weird. Because it was already weird with her person in there. So, and we stayed outside in the car and, you know, kind of violated the car a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot of it. 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 And honestly, I don't regret it. I don't. After that though, I went back home to Georgia. He went back home to his house. And I felt some type of way. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I felt some type of way. Cause like I have really, really liked him from the beginning. I really liked him. And it sucks that it didn't work out at the moment. But I feel my little gingerbread man on the top of the house. See these things. But like I liked him so bad. I think I liked him more than he liked me at that moment. And I had to get it together. Cause there's no way. Oh, my little gingerbread man is falling. There's no way I'm finna let myself drown like that. You feel me? So I was in my feels about it for a little minute. We talked a lot when I went back home. And at some point we just fell off. Like completely fell off. Like no talking, no texting, no interacting, no nothing. And it bothered me so freaking bad because I was on social media and I'm just seeing this man out here just living his life. I'm like, bro, that's supposed to be me. I'm like, bro, that's supposed to be me. Why are you doing this? I was so delusional. Mind y'all, I'm talking to him about it. I'm like, bro, like I can't really believe I fell for this man. And he ended up with somebody else. Like, what? I ain't gonna hold y'all. I probably liked that man more than I liked myself at that moment. And that's sad. I went out real bad. But no lie, y'all. Jordan, he was probably one of them. He's still sweet to this day. Like, he's so sweet. And I feel like we had to go through that to get to where we are. And because in the end, him and Lil Ye didn't work out. So I ended up right back where I started. Not even right back where I started. But that part is for another story. Y'all wanna know how we got together? That's in that. But as of right now, that's how I met my boyfriend. I know it was a little all over the place because it's like our time together was so like choppy. Like so choppy. But I met my boyfriend through social media. And the rest is to come. I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. I gotta hurry up because my camera's dying. I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social medias. It's gonna be on the screen in the description bar down below, as you know. Before we go, look at my gingerbread house. It didn't come out the way I wanted it to, but it's kind of cute. It's like cute because I broke the little ice cream bag. But yeah, like I said, I want you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. So all that good stuff. We're on the road to 100 subscribers. I know I missed a lot of days of Vlogmas, but that's just due to the fact that I was moving and I'm still moving. And I was just like, let me sit down and get something out for you guys. But more to come. Next Storytime is gonna be how I got with my boyfriend. So how I met my boyfriend was a lot of it's a lot. Bro, how I met my boyfriend was so weird. It was so crazy. But good things come in unexpected ways. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. Until next time, your girl is out of here.
Tell me if you really